Hello and welcome to day 166 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. So the last game, my opponent maybe had internet connection problems and lost because of that. So it jumped me up to 1720. So let's find an opponent here, see what colors we'll have. All right, we have the black pieces playing against an 18-17 player, so this should be a tough game. Let's see how they begin. Knight to f3. All right. I'll just play this move, see what they do. Okay. And now we can bring up the other pawn. Have a Caro-Kann type setup. We're immediately attacking in the center there. So we have an exchange. All right. Okay, now what should we bring up here? Well, we can bring up our bishop and pin it to that knight. So maybe we'll try that first. Now what? All right, at least that has our opponent thinking. They could try and check us here, with their bishop, but then we can just block with our knight. All right, at least my opponent is really thinking here. Okay, so he centralizes, and that's fine. We should bring up our knight, threaten to capture because it's pinned there. So he takes care of that. Now, what do we do next? Bring up our other knight, I would think. Now, if he brings a knight here, he could just bring his other knight up there. I'm thinking we just need to develop our other knight. All right, we'll just bring our other knight out. Okay. Well, now we go here. We can threaten to bring our bishop out and attack theirs, but then we would give up our good bishop for their bad bishop. Okay. But that would at least help me develop my queen. Okay, so now the question is, do I want to go ahead and exchange off here? All right. Huh. All right, all right. Well, let's just start exchanging down some material here. Do I want to be left with this isolated pawn if I move my bishop here? All right, let's think here. Let's think. Oh, we could push in the center, threaten a fork. Maybe we try that. But then their queen could just go here. All right, so if we go here, if their queen develops here, well, then we just push forward. So we'll just go ahead and do that. All right. All right. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Did I just mess up there? I guess I did. Because the other knight can come in. Okay, I guess I messed up on my tactics. Just did not play the tactics right. All right. Well, what do we have? Is there anything? We just go down a piece in this, it looks like. Huh. All right. So, is there any way out of this? If we take the knight, the other knight captures. Well, first he captures our queen with check. All right, what now? What do we even have then? Yeah, that was just poor tactics, I guess. I was getting carried away because they were moving a little bit quicker. So I was trying not to give up too much time, but I didn't think hard enough about my exchanges. All right, what do we have? We could block and keep the queens on the board, then try and castle. So yeah, if we do that, he's just going to bring his other... If we block here with our bishop, his knight will just come down into the position and attack the bishop. All right. All right, I'm going to resign and just play another game because I'm pretty much just down a piece and losing. So let's resign there, and then the game review, see how bad it was. All right, they played at 94.3. I played at 83.6. And it looks like, yeah, I just had a blunder. I played at a 2100 level, but they played at 2350. And then the move that lost it. Like, so it was even here. Says that's a great move. That was a mistake. And what should I... Oh, they should have checked me there with their queen. So that is the blunder. I should have just castled. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess I should have just castled there. Because if I would have castled and they try to take here, my rook could pin that piece to the queen. So that looks to be what I should have done there. So let's take a look at that. Best would have been... Oh, excuse me, that's their best move. And if they would have played that instead, I should have blocked. Then we would have traded off here. But that would have been way better than what happened in the game. White would still have an edge. So after they make this move and I go here, best would have been to castle, and then the game could have continued with an attack there. All right, well, I'm not going to play another game today. I'll just I'll analyze the entire game from the beginning with the computer just to double check everything. So let me know in the comments, what you think, if I should do this quest for 2000 more often. I haven't been playing it as much because, well, I was busy with the holidays, but now in the new year, I seem to get more views for some of my other videos, so I didn't know if I had, as many viewers and subscribers interested in this quest for 2000 as much as they used to be. So let's do a quick game review. My opponent plays the ready opening, and then I just play c6 here, and the game continues with e4, and now we have a Caro-Kann defense, which is kind of what I wanted. So here I attack their unprotected pawn. We exchange in the center, so kind of like an exchange Caro-Kann. And then they grab the center. So now we've transposed into the Caro-Kann defense exchange variation. So with this move, bishop to g4, it says that's good, but it looks like better would have been knight to c6. By bringing a knight up here, then they can pin the knight, but I don't have to worry about a check there. So Knight to c6 would have been better. And that's probably why my opponent thought for a long time after I went here. So it looks like just immediately attacking is better. And then I should give up that bishop. So they play this, which is an inaccuracy. And now it looks like once again I should bring that knight up, which I did. They played c3 because the threat was to capture that pawn because the knight is pinned to the queen here. And then the other knight is developed. So it looks like bishop to f4 is recommended. e6. So these are book moves right now. Knight is excellent, but h3, once again, they want that. So here, bishop to d6. Although they also like knight to h5, attacking their bishop there. So bishop retreats. Here I should just castle or capture, which is what I did. Now it's saying that's best. So after recapture, I didn't think of that. Apparently h5 is a pretty good move. But what did I play? I pushed here, e5. It says that's good, but h5 is better. And I broke a rule in the opening of pushing a pawn twice in the opening, moving a pawn twice when it's not capturing or recapturing something. So capture is best, knight captures is best. Now bishop to b5 should have been played. But after this move, it looks like I blundered here, which was awful. I should have played castling, would have kept me with, kept the edge with me. So after bishop to b5, because if they take the knight in the center, then I just, well, they can't even do that. The queen would have to capture, and then I would pin here. Pin the queen if the queen captures. The knight can't capture, or I just grab the queen. So bishop to b5 would be best to prevent the rook from moving here. So now queen to b6, targeting that would be good. And then it looks like castling kingside would be best. So now we have knight captures, pawn captures, chasing our bishop. And it looks like bishop to h5. They don't want me attacking their bishop, because then my knight would have to drop back here to capture and go backwards. So bishop to h5, g4, and looks like a counterattack here would be better. Bishop drops back, but now we can, well, we could go after this, maybe. They recommend going here first. And then what? Knight to b3 to block the path here. Oh, and go to this outpost, blockading this isolated pawn. Queen to d6. Knight to the outpost. And what? h5 attacking here. And they recommend counterattacking the knight. Knight attacks this pawn. So rook at f to e1 They recommend letting this go. Okay, but that would have been a lot better than what actually happened in the game. So we got to this point, and I just blundered here. I guess I don't know, overlooked that if I capture this knight, the other knight would recapture. So, once they played this, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, that I could capture this and then their queen. Well, then they could just capture me with check anyway. So it was a blunder. All right. Feel free to leave comments, like and subscribe to support the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.